So I basically want to tell a story about when I was in Iraq back in 2005. Um, I was up in Mosul, up in North Iraq, and we had these civilians, Iraqi civilians, that worked there with us, and one of them had a store that was right there in our compound. And he, I had, I was a field ordering officer, so I would get cash and use cash to get stuff that the unit needed from the Iraqis, and it was a way of inserting money into the Iraqi economy to try to build it up at the time. So I worked real closely with this guy that had the store, and he would get stuff that we needed: printer cartridges, paper, just stuff the unit needed that we would pay for. So I worked up a pretty good rapport and stuff with this guy, and it was kind of weird. One day he came to me almost in tears. It was almost dinner time, and he said that his on-post pass was expiring that day, and they were going to make him leave the front gate, and he wouldn't be able to stay on base that night because the unit that had sponsored him previously had already left the country, and they'd been gone a couple months, and it just hadn't been renewed. It just something had slipped through the crack. Well, I went to the guy in our unit that did the sponsorship stuff and to see what we needed to do. And he said that there was nothing we could do. It wasn't our responsibility. We didn't sponsor that particular Iraqi, and there wasn't nothing we could do. And so I went back and told the guy, and he was in tears. He said, Sergeant Garner, they will cut my head off tonight as soon as they make me leave the front gate. I mean, I was floored by that. But anyway, I took him over to Brigade, which I didn't know anybody over there, but I went over there to see if there was something we could do. And I was trying to talk to, there was chow time, and everybody was trying to get the chow, and I was trying to talk to somebody about it, and they were basically telling me the same thing: there's nothing you could do. And this major was walking by, and he kind of overheard what was going on, and he kind of got involved and listened to the story, and he got me to somebody that was able to let me basically sign for custody of him, and I was responsible for him for the next 24 hours until they could get the paperwork squared away to let him stay on base. And the reason I bring this up is because this guy was Kurdish. He had, when the Americans dropped into Mosul in 2003, he was part of the first group to help the Americans get established there, and had been with the Americans, helping the Americans the whole time. And the people off post, the bad people, knew that he had helped the Americans and knew who he was, and if he was seen outside that gate, that they would kill him that day. So anyway, we got it fixed. I was pretty proud of that. He always said I saved his life. I don't know if I did or not, but I didn't let it go by. But I kind of got a feeling with Donald Trump now, he pulling Americans out of Syria, basically letting the Kurds fend for themselves against Turkey. Feels like we're abandoning the Kurds, and the Kurds have been with us from day one in Iraq, and they have fought next to us. They've helped us with logistics. They fought ISIS in a proxy war, basically. We just supported them while they took out ISIS. So I just feel like this is the wrong decision to be leaving them out hanging. I understand where the president's come from. He wants to get out of the Middle East. He doesn't feel like we should have been there in the first place, but the problem with that is we're there now, and he's got to deal with the cards he's got. And us leaving the Kurds vulnerable like that, I don't agree with. I don't agree with that decision, and I pray that those guys are okay. I still support the president, and I'll never vote for somebody that's for abortion or has believes Medicare for all is something that can feasibly be done. So, but I do disagree with this decision. And anyway, that's just all I want to say.